Ghana and across the globe. This is another brand new day. The day the Lord has made. He said we should rejoice and be glad in it because He made this day for you. Warmly welcoming you to Owia Ade Kyeɛ. My name is Omanhene Yaw Adu-Boakye. I've always been your man in the morning. Every Saturday I got him known to and yentna. Yeni abidja for betna see adventure my Ghana ho. Saturday chebia ya boa ma betna se sanso no akukwa sante eboa and so etna see. What are the news making headlines this morning? At the Young Commons Forum. Afenyo Markin is telling government move beyond slogan, deliver jobs and development. Afenyo Markin si ohunu di abane ye as a slogan. The no mo de bo mo sobo sloganiarism na enwa na aban no so eguso. Afenyo Markin.
1 year, we have seen a government that believes in rhetorics, that talks more than it works. It promised the people of Ghana 1 job, 3 shifts and called it 24-hour economy. It promised women banking. It promised to increase the producer price of cocoa to 6,000. Today, unemployment is on the rise. Today, this government has failed to implement its own flagship initiative, the initiative of 1 job, 3 shifts. Today, it has rather created a bureaucracy for its so-called 24-hour economy. To our mind in the minority, this 24-hour economy is more than a slogan. It's more of a slogan than a policy. The women banking has also not seen the light of day. Whilst the government talks about inflation levels having come down, the ordinary Ghanaian is going through crisis. Electricity has shot up by almost 30%. They came to repeal the e-levy, but ended up coming out with a law that charges 1 cedi per litre of petrol. They introduced the Doomsday levy. And above all, today, the suffering cocoa farmer is.
Na yeko kalamse ya brigadier no numensa ekasa. Oh yeah, kani soja ni kunini kesiye wo maimu. Na nkasa ye mu no se sani yeko galamse sa amrewe no. It's not enough. It's inadequate. I was saying ka abano de hu shem na yekono anibre so. Brigadier no mensa retired yentino.
Me. I'm retired, almost 90. I'm tired. If you involve me, I'll tell you that if you hadn't called me, how would I come and talk to you? The government wouldn't call me and say, you are getting old. We need advice from you. I'll give it to them. You don't come. I don't come and just give advice, just shout never over. You get me the point. They should move to the old people. Old people, you have seen the world. Last 18, 19 years. What we are doing, are you happy with it? What are you doing wrong? Then I'll tell them. If they don't come, I don't go and just offer advice. They should come. Mama should come. General, I know you very well. This is not going well. You're say, so water bodies, polluting them. What do you do? But they don't come to you. What do? You don't go and just offer.
Ben say one friend no better kasa. The kwan omo fa so galamse no ano thing. Nyaho Dr. Nyaho tamaklo so kasa. Na opani ebebi atwam na odi akotene pa wo NPP mu. Na akoba se sesia no owo abontene no to a mobile park ne so. Na ose ono de emra so sesa aban ne betimi akonkata hye ne proya aban panifo twam no one form nko gina sem dibia. He should prosecute former officials. Ye tenya otamaklo
against this nation by anyone in the previous administration must be seen. The people must be what do you call it? It must be invited, and then if they are found culpable to the various crimes, they must be prosecuted and sent to court for the court to take a decision. That is one thing that is worrying the ordinary Ghanaian, I'm telling you. Secondly, I have said time and again that to put a stop to the Galamsey, that particular problem can be solved only by the military. When I say the military, they have been professionally trained. Now you give them the order that I want this area cleared, and I can assure you that they will do it. But where we have now the so-called Nyambo, or whatever they call it, a group of civilians and military men, I said right from the onset that it will never work, and you can see that it's not working.
Nyaho tamago no say 9 months so ne hwan na nya adwuma jai bibia say military go and clear this area. They will clear it within minutes. Now sa civilian ne military ne police collaboration or share a baby share woman comes say nya adwuma on say nya adwuma o kan no monti no. Abdul Rashid Pelpio ena o kasa sisia na nasem nyina ne say 1D1F na entumi anyina na entumi anya adwuma no, it did not have any legal backing. There was not any policy framework introduced under former President Nana Akufo-Addo. So there was nothing to bind any future government. And until 1D1F no, it became like a rhetoric. Not to me bia yemra and techri. Inti aban bia oba nyina nisu adi no beto agu. Rashid Pelpio.
That's the legal frame of the one district, one factory. I mean, that's the legal frame of the one district, one factory. I mean, something has to be binding and compulsory and compelling for another government to pick it up and run with it. I don't know of any compelling factor about. What I know about it is that it has failed. I mean, if you go to every region and tell them to give you 2 factories that are in operation, working, you can't find them in my region. I can't find them. The whole of Upper West region, you can't find work factory producing and exporting or supplying anywhere and all that. I think that it was more of a political pronouncement than a serious economic venture. And so no government will pick such a thing which is going to be a burden on you, rather than doing something that is much more practical, much more intrusive into the needs to create more value into the country. So I think that the 24-hour economy is a very positive trend, policy trend. That
Minister for Jobs and Labor in the person of Dr. Rashid Pelpio and ordained some to Tujano. Over 400 private firms apply for incentive under 24-hour economy program. Abdul Rashid Pelpio says the application follow presidential assent to the 24-hour economy authority bill, with the initiative expected to boost export, create jobs, and transform Ghana's economy. 400 private firms have applied. Rashid Pelpio once more.
So the 24-hour economy is a very important economic policy that is going to touch every sector of the economy and will have a total effect on the growth of the country's economy and the nation as a whole. So it was good the president signed the bill into law. It's now an act, and once it is an act, it requires us to stand up and work more. Young people are going to be employed in areas where we are going to have 24-hour economy in operation. About 442 companies have approached us and say they want the incentives that will enable them to work 24 hours. It requires that more people are going to be employed. And this is something very good to me. I'm impressed about it because I like the fact that it is getting the real targets. The red target is the private sector. Engineer them.
Minister for Jobs and Labor. Cocoa farmers say, well, Western North region say, Emra Sosa Bino, Ebe Muna, former Cocoa Board officials, or more Ebe Chiomason, Diomaku Jinasem, DBA Diomasem, because Omo Muche Mono, Womo Ayo Mino, a Cocoa Board, Propra, Yentium.
Ya Penny Mahama, ya down. Would get mu pass with me, ya Penny Mahama, ya down. Would get mu pass with me, and man ye. Russia Bopi, Navadia, Abeshiamu, and your Bapayo. You know the Akuma, any argument air to the wire no so. Set so. Na Emwena, it's answer Kukono, at the qua, Yenya at the Fumponia top, in your scamper by fee. Into Estra, way are by the yet I was say, same former one say, young to try a car. Nemo you best row, Mampeni, ye tight, radio so, TV so, baby, Mutaboko dupi. Ese abandadano, or more disca. Mampeni, send a bear me, major say and pass ye, or more discano. Miss Mutuanamon. More teachers are phoning your lamb, Macumacunin, who say, near Mocano, and no crack. Next day, a mocha woman said, Mocha woman and Massacre. Miss Samopa.
Because a baby anyhow, or Bevan or Oben, I will say, who call Amodia, now by Simetoni, see nothing, all kiss to say, lady see. Then lady say, beginners and Wintinama Abassa. It's Abassa, just say, me Timun sorry, could not say, me ya a demonstration at the Tia Bino, because the Binti and our Binos and Tisua, and also Emwa, Emma Bibia and Cossi. It is our Bino to Swan, just a Nequine Swan.
Omanhene Mahama, Cocoa Board of Black and a Cocoa Board of Football, Scared Biala, Omanhene Dada, Nanado Pencil, Biala, Namahama, or Winyo Fawche, or Sibel Kratzi, or Guyan or Maye, Na Yaya Hontonias.
This is another side of the Kyeɛ. Bomsufi said demonstration Amunianum be no and no, they are calling the government to prosecute. Minister for Health, Kwabena Mita Kanda Honorable, and what in some way to just say by the end of February, medical doctor Bia post to now wanko. Uncle who say payroll redeem Kosubio. Kwabena Mita Kanda.
Actually, those who were posted like 2 years ago, obviously are working at their various places. But since I took office as a minister, we insisted that we were sending these, 700 people to the districts. And so we gave them some timelines, we gave them the opportunity to support opportunities. I have followed up to the regions, we have appealed to the DCEs, regional directors, chiefs, ministers, to be able to give them a beneficial accommodation, some allowances. Some regions are doing it. So we think that you cannot be receiving salaries. If there's a genuine concern, why not? But so far, I have not seen any genuine concern. Any part of this country is a country, so it's part of Ghana. And so we think that the people must go to wherever they are needed most. And so by the end of February, if you have not reported, we'll take your name out of the payroll. And then the vacancies left, we'll still advertise the vacancies and we'll look at the next batch. Those who are willing and ready to go to those areas, we'll let them go and fill those capacities. So we're not going to compromise on that one at all.
Hosting Ichak Chebrobe, Ashanti Region Communication Team member, Honorable Ekyoku Frimpong, former DC Secretary Central, and Mr. Joseph Amwa, Ashanti Regional Chairman UP. They will be in the studios and then we'll have a discussion on that issue. Yawama, Memoaji. Now, I want to say, Pamcho, yeah, I want to say, still our microphone, no mean to say. Yeah, no, so dear. Asante.
Oh my.
Now I'm to say.
Nyamiadum.
Baby Aboko.
Nyamiadum.
Your weekend was good.
Wow, it was manageable.
Okay. Masa.
Akonta.
Weekend the old trendy you.
Sa. Ya keka.
Na. A man for say justice for short ladies.
Oh. Oh.
The airport to kwa na pija bitia and ya boy reviso. The board is one I'm so city. Or so best.
O say
Best.
oh.
And I'm so oh madam ade. This is our branch no whole studio no. Senko wahana.
Ay.
Nam si ade. Ade boni ben the day and would nani see us and I'm so a branch was patrolment when you I'm saying something kwan e ka bi ma wo mo. Me as a me to suje gu ma.
Azade no ga bi ma wo.
Asante ebo ase wo research near wrong because say bi oba bi ani wa otisa oguta sa ayi no won anim sa. Na wasa akirem de nti a de ku om grane wo sa akirem de nti om kuko nye.
And the hu no na na koko de say.
Asante de say. Ya ba ma description. Tina ama asem na yire sanu tina me so si de mo so bestre no
So bestre.
oh I'm so comment section wow
Oh now o say there o say o ankasa wo na o ye accomplice no in this particular issue.
who is an accomplice
You are the accomplice because
Asante
in
Boa
all these cases, you know,
Asante Boa, you ought to be very careful addressing
it's threat.
this, and then I'll threaten you. You have to be careful when you are
watching,
and then they let them watch.
They pass their comments.
You have to be careful when you're addressing the bench. I have not even invited you to talk.
If you betray,
Asante Boa.
I'm sorry.
Asante. Enyo mum na wo AD na wo abete.
Now let's look at it this morning. And some baby that process and some just in free honomo. Avenue market say NDC for slogans na doso. Afei nunu mensan say yemfrɛ me amede ma beka bi. Na galam say no omokonya automakro so say 9 months na nya adwuma. The hianso ma military nin ko. Afei former appointees your mama prosecute omo. 400 private firms have applied for incentives after their assent to the 24-hour authority bill. And I was in off a force Mahama Enjechi former Kuku board from Maminchu.
My medase, Ade Kyeɛ no. Sa Kuku for na omokoye demonstration from is it Thursday as a Friday?
Yeah.
So Thursday no started your first one. I was in Western region, Western North. And na anchekra na sa video here born up kra Thursday na almost yes I did. My me say demonstration there a very good avenue for the public to vent their discuss against any system. But you know how we use the demonstration. You hear back and we a demonstration. Nobody will have any sympathy or nobody will
give credence to it.
Because till omo demonstration on Western region wa na boy bi di mo ono ka che any centre for din ko 200 so meji dem so ye kokodi so nye kokoni mi wa na bi so ani abre emu asa ne ya ne Friday na bi sa begina headquarters on crime but ye demonstration be kasa ya la show ko omo chemu se afi omo se omo kasa o meduan na hu sim bibribi you see yema a demonstration hu hia na nkoso a any relevant because I hear very soon we demonstration is as much as we demonstration we na enti no de na de almost ba be call for yi say me de medical Canada say enye ne mo be cocoa board abafo na be ka cocoa board no obi adisika mo ba mo hwe nkratam nya mo hu dada according to honorable Rekopoku we say o mo de nkrata na won de amfane de mpo ama o mo de kofi na de wo mu no ka so wo ka na me ka so o me kama Ghana fo hu nyina hu de niam ewo koku no enti o ma me de so obi adiboni a when you down the line cry ache because say no obi a wodi boni bia na say we ye ade bi say amfam na kwambia no regards ora ne niam o ya ha say frefre nipa ni bi yi ma ase prosecution police fafe bi ni ade enti e bia me de mgidi say kokoboro obi anyamfo nso bi a ho enti na ebesi na yemfro obi a say wonko ba bia because nka obi ayamfo nso a senka nso hu ya say ye free nipa nso obeyi ne ho ano o manunu mensa ne papa na sam na wo kan ene nyawutama kula sam de on soja ni asem de omo no they don't omo ni yen civilians ye ni hwe kan be na ono so no de all kind of kan afa ne wadi we is not the minister to call a shot ni dey answer wa can be an because ya dia una ye minister on ka say emfa soja ni nkubo bi tuo nku no but na so onye minister ntino de obeka bi ya no wo ko ne ba bi and mimi gidi say na mo so no soja for ni civilians police for ni afom ni ade but won't me fatu nkobu obi say wo monu tuo pepe nku no say wo tu galamsi Oma I even say all the necessary equipment and say akudie bia na akane bia the man say monfantu galamsi and they have been doing their best but we ko tutu obi sia obi pese ni nyina adwuma ni nya best da na
ya ho se military na be adwuma no
military be na military won ko bi da
well see military for their
Ghana stop no wan nya soja for na koyeye life omo confidence no mu ni friend black
Vanguard
for mo no mu ni friend so mo go black no omo do site aye black no mo ko pe kira kwan omo ni galamse ni hwe corruption na ma ekoso allegations of corruption ye disike ma wages and ma we nya no anya soja fo nyina na soja fo bi ekwe na koye za na ma we enti it's not about true say soja fo no kwa o ma koye hu de ekosi ye soja ni gina wo pa na ye nsuo nyina ni adan coffee enti bi papa na sama wo ka na bia minim say Ghana soja fo no wo kan soja fo fo bi no wo kan dia because mo ko bi ni hu de kokosi ye enti me dia no pe de me kan say ye civilians ye nye soja ni na be ka say obi mfa soja nkubo obi tuo ni ade odi soja ni kokon nkubo obi atuo wonya sika sisi apa na dwen besesa na yehu bi sa enti wo ma me de ya na frustration na be express regards to papa nya hutama kodie no enya ononko me hu hwe social media this phone pini start emeki video say omo they are becoming disappointed regards to prosecution and ema ekoso and say mo enya kwese omunya hwe nto na mutwa mo so beja akonya de ma yehu na afa munya wo mo obi susu a wegiri say na sem court o my wo de asem no court ne nye de asem no ahye busu mienu na the whole year for the 6 times me wo obi okoko wi a body anase banchi bebi na desem akọ udin be 2-3 weeks ya sentence no na justice say is esiko enti me de say attorney general say onya ready onya enough almost premier fast against anybody onya obi nhwemu no wie na o de ba bontena ni hu sa ampa nhwemu nse na tie nipa no so that you betimi edi asem tenten na wo investigations na ene ye frɛ be bosome nan bosome mienu na asem no konkon ho de a tie be ya na do de na bia and eventually no abambi be ba won so be clearance wo say ja na o man de tie na tie enti no so attorney general enye ready say o do be court a onyai ma omo wonye investigation but the moment get best at the prosecution wo ku attorney general ka wo say judge ni say judge ene yaba na chamien samra anopani anwumra nyina papa na say o court o de na hunu ye papa yi yaba madam for papa ba ko no chief justice no o court o nyina say o court o wi ye no how has that reflected in our judiciary say en kenya ni shebe na aba bibia mai
bia fe no ordinary report it's possible so
na me say afraid dia because obi ehun na masiko the system na yesua over the years
they say
noa na ekoso
nothing has changed within the status
judiciary oh there be o man dey na ekoso what do asem kokoto a asem ye betu ahye da na what do asem kwakwa no na fani say wusu e be dey do abotwam
all right be dey na do abotwam ya mami je
awda koko akuafo yi idea a ozizi wo mo keke ni say no the real koko akuafo no mo so awie o omo so awie afom yo mo decisions atake o mo decisions awie de ebe echeri nyina political akuafo
so when we are political akuafo
when we are political cocoa farmers the political cocoa farmers either say may align me home with the opposition and I say may align me home with the government in power no makwa kunyaka credit no what in baby but not the real cocoa keni no
omo na soon
beginning
no 2 weeks ago and a week ago ayini buy no
mo te say abrante ya nanu ye ne kasa edi oyi a wo kire say ni nua bia lusu be is it 30 billion o say ba koso ono mu so lusu say 4 billion any young man bia ne kasa o say obi na advice in the business no within some
they are the real deal.
The real dealer. a car what bo
demonstration normal church
placards so
any the oka say yenim so mampani
Mahama beto so
ubetimi aye
okota omo na political cocoa farmers no akuta cocoa kwani ono wabre na wakwa ni cocoa na we
placard
o adajo de bekuta placard o adaje o beka kire o say ono no na minim se obetima ye na de na chobi gu ono cocoa kwani ofa ono obi a wo kwakira tum ono wato cocoa ama November wa mani sike ni bronya yewura fifufrom wanya cocoa kwani akuta nse normally this time no mo tontoma foforo mo yire no mo
anka sa time no mo ware mienu
ni ade o
we obejo guess see our grass wo
sa ne mani nyina wa ma na anya Owia be ka che so o magi 20 cities go demonstration o magi placard me de bus abi so be se me ko headquarters na bagi 200 na ekoka se Bahama ya ade no obeto so ono fa bai when we are political cocoa farmers no it is say ya na koda ye ko this week here there ni wuti say we no mo ka say political cocoa farmers obokom de ko check MPO area ho ebi omugina omo ka asemi ko check MPO area ho bo se MP na aboa wo ma no eneja ya pe kakra mo no ma begina ho eno ma ka wo nsem fefefe onu oduru fia no ne omu nyina ekwa akoka ubekom kra na kokofo kro ni bi obi kokofo ne de na kwa akogina eno akeka werum na no na ya na akonta edu ba bia na the real cocoa farmer no te wono mo ebre no hu ni sa sebi mo nwene no sebi ase ne how the problem ne yaw dia odie no mo di agro so hu akota asema ma mi mu gira wono ma mo keken sebi cocoa kwani ono no ne ho akire no ono eni hwe de ma no se me your friend say ba ku bi o mo kotena headquarters wa woman no se woman no so twetwi wo mo se no ono so eni di osian se cocoa no na abane so de bema mu 60 million osian say abane titi bibia so enti mo so ma
de the market two men de omo so ne nam ho ka no omo twetwi akwa
mi nim so omo twetwi wo mo se de
it shouldn't happen like that
a
rabba akudi ameti o se
no so pure water o se de
adan na se a mu ye de
sa
your mama ti petrus
ai
dollar what 13 on twem ya o tere me tell it say e bright
2.5
na ye do match ni we na o man for ko twa na bing na wo twa nwumre 2.5 na ate kokra ma wasa aboka be koko ade na ekosuru nyina e trading room ho e drew 13,000 anka randi betuma ton 70% of the cocoa and Kenya send koma ye die ni o omo ordinary two omo so no di ni hwamo the trading people no within the trading room no say a commodity it's every day omo te ho omo ye forest trading no
yes
omo say ote ho e pagya ya no ato e pagya bitcoins no sa ne man that is what happened omo ntimi am predict well and omo say mo on turn 13 and at about 54 about 5,400 now we give me kakotoe. And as at about 41. And you say the risk that they took and now backfire. And the cocoa farmer has nothing to do with problem. Abbas is saying no. But I quite to say, so to me a media. Menso na me to cocoa. It's the idea show con opa jai opa ton. Cocoa no yawe.
Untimi no ni.
Abraham do an country. Cocoa grafon say so officer be ira no yire go chenwe
untimi no
that is the situation problem be na say trading gone bad that is the bottom line and yes say abaning nisikani are the trading okoye no backfire on the face of the government especially the cocoa board and omo dey sa entansana abehye akuafo no kon says cocoa was 7,000, 8,000 comedian way. Debbie.
Now kota even cry no ho.
How man trade you?
Ade we see enko inke we election year. Ka ban be kwa ko pesika tua. Sa boda da ne dia mo because some dem say
2028 na we see a aban be to cocoa so.
Mo
anko be tua crowd what the 100 be crowd be sat to so.
E be to so am
mo no lose election. So it tells you, say the government could have done something.
Oh yes.
But on also fee say season where a woman is sambre way. Yen go to aba. Yen go ya ibia.
3 years already.
Next year Epeja no de bi be guma wa to ntwai. Ghana we anyo ma peni na ne kai Nigeria mfidi.
Erefia de.
Brato.
Legend.
Not to say.
Nyankopɔn adom na so e.
Yes, 3 Basa.
Oh, Basa mo say.
Na
league no mutu maji.
Ese kotoko say.
Kotoko say.
Abranche na e friend of Benal no. Onso o pry.
Yeah.
Onso wasabem.
Yeah.
Onimbo bo.
Na baba munya to wase o.
For no.
League ni ebo.
Oh, na first no near ebo knockout.
Yenya ndu ba bia.
Me busu asem. First near ebo knockout.
Ni na league na.
Real Madrid. Osasuna Shemo. 2-1.
Baba Shemo, menye Madrid ni o.
The best just say Osasuna Shemo.
Okay.
Onyo Real Madrid ni o team na me kama say.
Okay, legend.
Osasuna. So we Liverpool.
Me Liverpool ni.
Muso so 97 na mo say.
Yeah, 90 plus. Na ye wi kra wi. See ye go.
Who she go na
go. Na referee na anye.
Eh go. Ade asem na kai.
Ye she go na va anye. Eti mu nim so mo.
Ya be the judge okika na ye she go abra ba.
Top 4 ni be wrem.
We.
Baba na asem bi asi wo Eswatini o. Referee akodi match. 90 plus 2.
Eswatini ohine oba hai.
Ai 90 plus 2. Ana kwaji go. Editia
team no.
Home team.
Eswatini omobo.
Na papa America referee na kono.
Oji ya no mdi gu so.
Mo me hwe video eni.
Nenye go.
Eni.
Referee no way.
Referee ba nti wonnam nipa ni mu no so bi class kan o the day.
Almost.
Ai, to referee ne san sa no.
Referee na adwane no.
Ona America no.
Hey.
Papa 90 plus 2.
Hey.
Engofo ni na ye.
Hey.
Already Ede ya referee ye wu.
Na referee no makuro.
Eswatini. Okula fe kwa.
Ombo no mani kula fe.
Na we no kuta ba na sesekan.
Sesekan o sa ba.
Bubizala.
90 plus 2. Ukoje go atia home team ay dey.
Na go nenye go.
Eswatini wo. Ye nya bro chiro.
Ana me
Eswatini.
Omo no mbo kwa hin.
Omo ba Africa.
Omo kwata for na komo.
Asa dojo mboko ye.
Yes, adebo ha wo ya hom. Ngu kokum nipa wo party so.
Eswatini.
We ka for mbande wo mkra immediately.
Eswatini.
Hey. Akwa no do the first. Referee no nim so adoje awi o. Ana akwa bi kan na wo.
O slide no. As a defender ato no.
Ombutu putu.
Netia police for ni stadium o.
Amo ho.
Now
the police for
Mbambane Highlanders. Almost supporters.
Mbambane Highlanders. That's Highlanders. Yes. If you want to hear more this morning right here on Ade Kyeɛ Sports, stay tuned with Brighto. Yeah, boss is here.